Hello everyone! Today it's time for a second ROJA review on my channel, and this time I will be talking about Enigma, or as it's better known in USA or United Kingdom, as my bottle is from United Kingdom, Creation E. Well, Enigma is probably one of the most well-known ROJA creations in his collection. I would say this scent was probably the main reason why the brand blew up, and well, one of the reasons. I have quite a few other reasons, and maybe I will start my video with talking about ROJA brand as a whole. He did something pretty revolutionary, I guess. If you guys remember, when the iPhone 10 dropped, and Apple for the first time in the world priced the phone at basically $1,000. That has not been done before, and companies thought that people won't pay this much for a phone, and nobody did it. The phones were like $600-700 per unit, and after Apple did it and sold the phone for $1,000, and the phone was extremely successful, everybody saw like, okay, if Apple can do it, if people are dumb enough to pay $1,000 for a phone, why shouldn't we sell ours at the same price? Basically, that's what ROJA did. He took the fragrance market by storm. He created these iconic bottles. He priced them at preposterous price points, but the scents were good. Most of them were inspired by Guerlain, vintage Guerlain, but this one I think was not. If I'm mistaken, please leave in the comments what vintage fragrance this was based on, because maybe my knowledge is lacking, I just don't know. So yeah, he priced them insanely high. He introduced this revolutionary bottle with this Swarovski cap that people thought is posh and cool and all, and people bought it. By doing that, I think ROJA, because again, this is his real name before he changed it, ROJA opened the floodgates, and nowadays the fragrance prices are just mad. Before ROJA, there were some like guidelines, some lines, like designers were from 40 to like 150 at most. Niche was from 150 to at most $300. Nobody paid more than $300 for a bottle. Maybe some brands played around with price per mil by making the bottle smaller or something, but the prices that ROJA introduced in regular niche was never seen before him. But again, the fragrance was good. He was using good tactics, true and tested. One of the tactics he obviously used was borrowed from Creed. Creed in the beginning used higher quality materials than competition, and that's how people noticed it and fall in love and kept buying, no matter if the quality later equalized to the industry standard, but people still remember that it were higher quality and placebo effect. Still people think that maybe Creed is higher quality than some other brands, but today it's absolutely not. ROJA did the same. He was absolutely the highest quality niche you could get. Most of the scents were inspired by vintage Guerlain, by people who bought the new people who were buying these bottles. They didn't know anything about vintage Guerlain or something like that. So he was using time, true and tested formulas, true and tested strategy with good ingredients, and on top of that, very unique and iconic bottle design. And by the way, if we're talking about bottle design, maybe I'm the crazy one here, but what the hell happened? Did you guys see the new ROJA presentation? When the first time I saw the ROJA presentation, that is now the font of the plaque, the bottle, the lack of design on the bottle, the hilariously bad-looking boxes, I thought that's a clone from AliExpress, or I don't know, ROJA from Temu. What are they doing? In my previous video, I called the ROJA brand dead, and this new branding language, it's part of the reason. I am absolutely not paying $1,000 for a bottle that looks like that. That looks like a clone from Temu. What are you doing, guys? It's not. I can't understand it, and I can't explain it. Today's ROJA, comparing to this pretty cool box and bottle, is looks like trash. That's my personal opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people enjoy the new ROJA presentation. If you do, please leave me a comment. Maybe I'm wrong, and please tell me. Me personally, I would never buy $500 fragrance that looks like new ROJA presentation. And that's why, again, maybe they are doing the campaign the Creed did. The campaign is called "The Brand Will Be Sold in 1 year" or something like that. I don't know. I don't have any insider information, but the cut costing on presentation, and as people talk, I don't know. All my ROJAs are pretty old, but people say the new bottles are lacking performance, lacking quality. It wouldn't surprise me, because if you're cutting costs on packaging this hard, you probably are cutting costs on production as well. But I don't know that. Again, no insider information here or anything like that. I haven't even smelled any new ROJAs, but people, opinions I trust, they say that they are looking only for the older bottles that have these writings on the sides and the signature here instead of ROJA name here. So yeah, I don't know what's happening with ROJA, but maybe it will be fine. And now it's time to maybe finally get to the point, to the fragrance of the day, ROJA Enigma. It's great. It's mass appealing. It's long lasting, well performing fragrance. Opening with bergamot. In the middle we have cognac, I say. ROJA says cognac, but it can be whiskey, whatever. I can't smell different. It's some sort of beverage, alcoholic beverage. In cola. People like to say that many fragrances have cola vibe. I have talked about this in my previous video, that most of the time I don't find any cola vibes in almost any fragrance, but in this one I absolutely do. If there's one fragrance that has cola vibe in it, it's Enigma, or if you're from USA, Creation E. In the base we have benzoin vanilla, we have synthetic musks. The damn thing lasts on my hand for 20 hours plus. The damn thing, I mean the musk. The composition fades away a lot faster, but in today's world people care only about performance and projection and sillage and stuff like that so much, they tend to not notice that the composition itself has ended 7 hours ago, and now you're just smelling a singular boring synthetic musk note. But they count that it still lasted, you can smell it in 20 hours, so cool. And for me personally, the musk note after like 8 hours started to annoy me, but I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even brush it off. It was pretty strong fixative. ROJA is not kidding around. He wanted to sell a very best product he could for 3 times the price anyone should. And he succeeded. This is, in my opinion, a more masculine leaning fragrance, but it's absolutely unisex. My girlfriend wears it. It's sweet. It is fruity. Basically it's a fruity chypre. Every note here, you can call this a chypre fragrance. Maybe not everybody knows, but even Creed Aventus can be called a chypre. Every note, every construction detail there supports it. But of course, as you know, if you take Enigma and the Diaghilev, they're completely different fragrances, and let's say the different genre of chypre, let's put it that way. The scent itself, as I said, to me is unique. Maybe I lack in information, but as you probably know, and if you don't know, I will tell you, ROJA, as I said, released fragrances inspired by vintage Guerlain or other vintage fragrances, and I can't find vintage fragrance that this was inspired by. It's good. I like it. He released something unique, and that unique thing hit. Many people basically know ROJA because of this scent, It was maybe not the case some years ago, but after he released Enigma Parfum Cologne and it became affordable, still stupid expensive, but more than twice as cheap as the pure perfume version. Now I smell Enigma profile in the street more often, not as often as Sauvage or something like that, but still more often than, let's say, 5 years ago. It is very suitable for romantic occasions. You can imagine after I discovered Bortnikov, Arish, Ledora, and all the other artisanal brands, I'm not wearing this as much as I used to. But for birthdays, for social occasions, when people don't want to smell my pissy musk and shitty hoods, they just want me to smell like a regular human being, I wear this. It's a little bit too sweet for summer or for office, but in the colder times, going out somewhere where you are about to drink whiskey with cola or cognac with cola if you're a rich prick, this just complements the whole vibe. People absolutely love that it has the cognac note because people know that cognac is expensive. Alcohol is alcohol, but I'm not sure the cognac smells exactly like that. But people like hear fancy things, and if there's one thing Mr. Roger knows how to do is to sell fancy stories to people. And the story behind the scent is amazing. The notes here are high quality. The bottle looks amazing. Until back then, not now. So I find zero surprises, or there's nothing to be amazed about this fragrance success. It walked on established principles. It created something unique and good. And he managed to talk himself into the price point, and people bought it. I bought it. I bought it from Harrods, I think, yeah. So it's not even like I didn't buy it for cheaper or whatever. Back then when I bought it, ROJA were not found into discounters yet. Now there are plenty at discounters. That also says something about the brand and the direction it is taking. And that's, in my opinion, not a good direction, but okay, we will see. I see some patterns, and again, this is no insider information or anything like that. I'm not stating this as a fact, but I see the same patterns I saw Creed taking before selling the brand. So I wouldn't be surprised if in a year or so we will hear that ROJA has been sold, or is already sold, but we just don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Cutting costs on packaging, cutting costs on quality, selling to discounters, it's all the same story as Creed. And I'm sad to see it, but again, not like I was planning to buy plenty more ROJAs in my life. I think I have all of them I want to have. Maybe Great Britain, the one I would still kind of like to buy, but again, with that fragrance, they did a magical price cut in half from 1.5 thousand pounds to 750 for some reason, and I can't believe that you cutting price by half, you don't touch the quality of materials. I think they had to do something else with the juice to make this priced. And of course, another can of worms. If you can cut your bottle price in half, how huge are your profit margins? With ROJA, I believe they are astronomical, but at least you get something good. So yeah, for those who are new to my channel and who are not that much into animalics, you just want to smell good and go to work and to people to notice you and stuff like that, stuff I don't really care anymore, but many people do. This is an excellent fragrance for that. It's a mass pleaser, it's romantic, it's good for date, it's good for special occasions, perfect for winter, for autumn. One of the easiest recommendations of my cabinet, if friends come over, they want to spray something before we go out or something, I very often suggest Enigma, and I mean 100% rate they are happy. Everybody is happy with this fragrance. They are so happy they were okay to pay like double the price of the time regular niche fragrance. Good job, Roger. You're a marketing genius, and I guess, as I always say, it's better to get good fragrances for a lot of money than don't get good fragrances at all. That's gonna be the video, and thank you for watching. Please, if you're new here and I promise there will be some also regular niche reviews in the future, like Creed Aventus or other Creeds, other ROJAs. And for those who are regulars here, don't worry. Riche, Bortnikov, and Sara and all the other artisanal brands are still my main focus of this channel, my main bulk of my collection. So nothing changes, but some times to time I like to introduce some regular people enjoyable fragrances for casual walk to the party. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and most of all, comment. I like to talk to you. I like to respond to comments. I respond almost all my comments while it's still viable, because there are not so many, but I would love to be more. If you want to ask something, I have few viewers who are asking me for stuff. Please don't be annoying. I am not saying they are annoying, just be modest, and I will reply to everyone who I can. So yeah, please, thank you, and have a good evening. Bye.